Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am doing yet another random live. Good morning, everyone. This is Tamaya Robles. I am okay, let me start again. Good morning. Welcome to Coast Credit. I am Tamaya Robles, the owner of Fix My Credit Now 850.com. Yeah. And I'm just doing some random live. I think I'm just going to do random lives in the morning. That seems to be my thing. But good morning. I'm going to give it a few minutes, barely, on the West Coast. It's not that early. It's 6 a.m. I've been up since 4 something because I deal with the East Coast as well. And I have a lot of I have some bookings today. Unexpected. My assistant is off. But anyway, today, what we're going to talk about in this live is how it's your fault at this point that you have bad credit. We're just going to keep it a buck. All right. We're just going to keep it 100. Out of all the free information that's out right now, I even have free game, right? I have free game. I'm always spitting out some free information. There should be no excuse as to why you're not getting your credit fixed and that you have bad credit at this point. So, usually, how my week goes is all right. So, what is today? Wednesday. Wednesday is Wednesdays are days I'm usually booked a lot. Like, I have a lot of appointments, right? And then Thursday, people call, they trickle in. There might be some leftover appointments. And then Friday, everybody wants to pay me because it's payday Friday. It makes sense. I mean, if you owe me money, you wind up paying me. If you want to start your services, then you wind up paying me. All right, cool. Saturday, everybody forgets about me. Sunday, everybody's chill. And in the evening, they want to start doing research on me, watch all my videos, things like that, right? But then Monday, people want to ask me a whole bunch of questions. Now, I'm all for asking questions. The problem is, y'all aren't doing much about it, about fixing your credit. You're asking a lot of questions. And the main question is, how much are my services, right? Don't worry about how much my services are. Worry about that debt. All right. Worry about that debt and how you can't accomplish anything in life because you have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt. You got that repo, you got that eviction. Those credit cards are sky high. Worry about that and get your credit fixed. Okay. At this point, like I said, we've basically had a pause in life financially with the pandemic. I just got finished reading to y'all yesterday, and yesterday's live about the student loan was about the student loans. Okay. So basically, the Department of Education is telling y'all the clock is now ticking. What are y'all going to do about it? Right? I asked y'all in another video, what is your plan? Did you even have a plan? Or was your plan that everything was going to go away within these 3 years? Exactly. So, what I decided to do was switch up my game if y'all haven't figured that out. So, how am I switching it up? I'm going to just be as brutally honest with y'all that some of y'all are with me when it comes to talking about credit because you're not getting it. So I have a lot of people that will schedule consultations with me, ask me 5,000 questions, say thank you for the information, and then say I'll get back to you. Everybody always comes back to me, trust. I'm not worried about that part. What I'm worried about is y'all think you could play with time and you can't. Okay. You think that everything is going to remain the same and you'll have access to everything, you'll still have everything in deferred status. Okay. So from what I've been told, and I'm going to have a real estate a mortgage lender on. I'm going to interview somebody, and I'm also going to interview maybe a couple real estate agents. From what I've been told, shit is about to get real. Okay. Foreclosures are about to be popping very soon. Why? Because the pandemic is over. There's no more COVID, allegedly, right? So, I'm sorry, every morning I have to have my tea. So, y'all got to deal with it. Now, with this COVID allegedly being over, so is everything that they offered you for free that y'all were riding on. That gravy train that y'all rode on, the 3 years with deferred student loan status, basically elevating your credit score. Guess what? It's going to be trash now, right? If you don't make all your payments, even if your student loan was dated way back in 2019, 2006, 1985, whatever, right? When you were under the deferred status, you had a perfect payment history. Well, at least that's what they were supposed to give you, because I saw people's credit and they were under deferment and they still had their student loans messed up. But whatever. They're trying to make it seem like they're your savior. You guys drank the Kool-Aid and now the Kool-Aid is wearing off. You got to wake up now. Right? So now your so-called perfect student loans increased your credit score. It did, because a lot of y'all never saw perfect payment history for anything until the deferment. Let's just keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. And all that's going to go to hell now in a couple of months. So they basically said September, y'all got to start paying us again. If you don't start paying us again, it's going to show on your credit in October. What else is happening around that time? Foreclosure season. Okay, foreclosure season. I'm gonna have some people on and explain, because maybe they can explain it better than me. Maybe you'll listen more if you hear it from someone in that industry. Okay, where they can explain to you in full detail that now that the so-called pandemic is over, the deferments are gone, the forbearances are going to end. Everybody wants their bread. What you going to do about it? What's the plan? So, the solution that I have is to get your credit fixed. I keep telling y'all, even if y'all don't have the money and you need to take the time out to talk to these people and make arrangements and whatnot, get the crap off your credit report. Period. There's a difference between owing them people in real life and then having them report on your credit report. Get it off your credit report. Just because it's on your credit report and then you take it off doesn't mean that the debt disappeared. But it means that now you have a better credit score, right? Have a better credit score, people, and get all that shit off of your credit report. And then deal with them people after you get it removed. It's nothing to get a student loan off a credit report. Okay? So if you want to continue to be a shady or a non-paying member of society, no judgment. This is a judgment-free zone. Y'all know me. This is a judgment-free zone, but reality is reality. All right, so let me let y'all. Oh, all right. Let me delete that. There you go. There you go. Borrow the money to fix if you have to. We borrow for another bull. I don't know what you're trying to say. Like, I don't even I got to borrow the money to fix it. All right. So if you're borrowing money, then you're forever going to be in debt, right? That's the problem with a lot of my clients. So when it comes to credit and credit repair, I can literally tell you what type of people I'm dealing with based off of what I see on their credit. So you have people that just simply don't know anything about credit, right? Which is cool. So they make a lot of mistakes because they don't know anything about credit. Then you have people that just are irresponsible and don't really care, which is fine. And I will admit, I will place myself in that particular category. I've been that person, right? And then you have people like that just know about credit and know that they're going to destroy their credit and then forever just be messing up their credit, right? But they still get credit. So when you get credit cards, you might as well look at that as you're borrowing money, right? It's like a loan. It's a loan. You literally borrowing money from the bank. You're borrowing money. You borrowing money from your peoples. You're borrowing money. All of that adds up to what? Debt. There is debt. Do you want to continuously be indebted to people? I don't. Or if I am, I don't want it to show up on my credit report because you're telling the world your business. You're telling the world, like, yeah, I don't pay for things. I want things, but I'm not going to pay for them. I'm going to borrow money from you, but I'm not going to pay you back. That's what your credit report. That's what a messed up credit report basically says. So when I'm fixing people's credit and they got like they got okay, they got 2 or 3 repossessions. They have an eviction. They have collection charge-offs from utilities or whatever, right? That is them borrowing at some point. So I am not going to knock your answer if that's how you get by in life and it's working for you. Congratulations, but it's not working for the majority of the people I'm fixing the credit for, right? So let's say you have that credit report and that's what it looks like. So that means you had 2 cars that you borrowed money from the bank to get 2 cars, and you're driving in your car and you're chilling and you ain't pay anything to the point where now they got to repossess your car. Then you're one of those people that's irresponsible with money. No judgment, but now it's on your credit report. And now it's on your credit report, right? Now you got an eviction on top of your repossession, or you got a foreclosure on top of your repossession. And yes, these credit reports do exist because I see them. All of this is them borrowing money from somebody, right? Okay, cool. Now you're showing the world I live here for free. I live here for free. I drive here for free. I got these utility bills in collections. So now I have the lights on for free. I got free water. I am a slacker. that's what your credit report is showing. Now what reality is irrelevant because when you go to apply for stuff and you try to get a house and you try to get a car, or you try to get credit cards and everybody wants to look at your credit report and this is what they're seeing, you can't be mad that they reject you. Be mad at yourself. Don't be mad at them, period. At this point, it's just, I'm sorry, I'm just really struggling not only to understand what you're trying to say, but getting past the borrowing money part for me personally. Now, if you know you're gonna have the funds to pay people back, like sometimes, like I'm not talking about when times are hard and so we gotta make things. You gotta make it do what it do. You gotta Ray Charles that joint. You know what I mean? Nobody's knocking that. Especially if you know you're going to be in a situation in the future, whether it's short term or long term, that you're going to be able to pay that back. Like, make it work for yourself. Nobody's judging you with that. Nobody cares. I get it. We get it, right? But I'm talking about those people that literally have made zero effort to better themselves, better the situation, better their credit. That's basically who I'm talking about. And it's a lot of them. And it's a lot of y'all that are doing that and not getting your credit fixed, not taking the initiative, and then have the audacity to apply for a mortgage. You know those repos are on there, right? You know the repo was on there. You knew the eviction was on there. You knew your foreclosure was on there, and you're gonna go apply for a house. That's your fault after 3 years. Now, when that student loan goes back, okay, my equipment's messing up. But what am I trying to say? When that student loan in October hits and your score drops drastically again, and it reverts back to what it was before the pandemic, that's your fault because you had 3 years. Like everybody and their mom during the pandemic became a credit repair specialist. I taught classes, okay, to a high school kid, credit repair. And she started doing credit repair for her friends, putting trade lines on for her friends, their moms. If you really wanted dads, cousins, whatever, if you really wanted and you really wanted it, you would have done something about it, period. I'm not going to sit here and just keep talking trash, but reality is reality. So, what are you going to do about it? Hurry up and get your credit fixed. You can go to fixmycreditnow850.com, right? You can hit me up. You can leave a message. You can schedule. You can even get free stuff from me. You can go to my YouTube page, which is FMC N850, and you can look at a lot of free information where I'm like walking you through things. If you don't know what a trade line is, I have a video explaining what a trade line is. Sometimes you don't need credit repair per se. Maybe you need help getting your utilization down. You don't have the bread to pay, the whole amount that you owe. It's fine. Get on a trade line, maybe two, or get on one good trade line to lower that utilization so your credit score can increase. I will do an updated version on the trade line. I'll do it. I'm cool with that. Because I think mine is like mad old, but the information is the same. Now, prepare for that student loan, especially if you know you didn't pay it. Like, be honest with yourself. It's going to hit in October, and it's going to reflect that you didn't make any sort of payment arrangement. You didn't do the IDR. You didn't pay $5 or anything for the past 3 years. Like if you pay $5 a month, think about it. If you pay, let's do the math on that because I suck at math, so I'm gonna always use a calendar, even for simple math, right? So if it's 12 months in a year, right, times 3 years, we were in the pandemic, that's 36 months. Now, if you pay $5 a month, okay. Oh, that's not a lot of money. I was gonna say if you pay $5 a month, that's not a lot of money. All right, you know what I'm trying to say. You you should have paid something to your student loan. That's just or you should have taken the time to do the IDR. Um, we can help with the IDR. Schedule a consultation. Yes, you have to pay. Like, don't come at me with debt collectively on your credit report worth, I don't know, 100,000, 200,000, $5 million of debt, and you're talking about, oh, I gotta pay you. Yeah, yeah, pay me or pay them. Because what you gotta pay them is completely different than what you gotta pay me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You ain't gotta pay me $5 million. You don't have to pay me the cost of your car, your cost of your Mercedes that you keep hiding away so they don't repo, but they already didn't put a repo tag on your credit report. You don't have to pay me that. Mm-mm. But you're gonna have to pay me to do my job and to do my job well, and I do my job well. Know that. The people that mess with me know that. The people that follow me know that. The people that my customers know that. People I got in houses and cars and their score up, all that. They know I'm worth it. They know that I'm worth more than what I'm charging them. Unfortunately, I'm pretty cheap in the game. But fortunately, it's to reach out to more people. But I can't help you if you won't help yourself. I can't help you if you don't want the help. I can't help you if you're going to complain to me about paying me to do my job to help you get more. That sounds like a personal problem. Because when you apply for a mortgage, do you talk to them like you talk to me? Oh, I got to pay every month for a mortgage. I want this $500,000 house. All right, then you got to pay a mortgage. Right? Oh no, well I know, well my friends and them, they pay only $300 for mortgage. Go live there then. Don't come at me with how much is and all that. Nah, it's money. And if if you're cool enough, yes, I will offer a payment arrangement. If you're gonna like harass me and snap out on me because of my prices that in my opinion are not that bad for your situation, for the miracles that you want me to work for your situation, I'm not offering you anything but redirection to my YouTube and my DIYs. Okay. And I have the right to do that. Just like, you feel you may have the right to snap out because you know somebody that can do it for $25. If you know somebody that can do it for $25, please find them and use them. I strongly encourage it. All right. Mm. Now I'm gonna hop off this live. So let's do a recap. It's your fault that your credit is messed up in 2023. You had 3 years of a pandemic with things being in forbearance, with things being deferred status, COVID status, whatever status. You had 3 years to do something about your credit. It's your fault at this time. Do something about it. This is a judgment free zone. I don't need to hear your backstory on how something got on your credit report. Let's just get it off your credit report so you can get your score increased, so you can get the things that you want out of life, that you deserve out of life, and that's within your rights. Okay. It's within your rights to get a mortgage. It's within your rights to get a loan for a car. It's within your right, but you got to do something about it. And if you're not going to do anything about it, you're going to complain about fees and this, that, and the other, and you're going to complain about what they did, and that's not going to get you anywhere. It's your fault at this point. You're complaining and doing absolutely nothing. And the government is banking on that. They're hoping and expecting for you to just complain and do absolutely nothing. And as you complain and do absolutely nothing, they're getting paid. This stuff is still on your credit report, right? Okay. So come to Fix My Credit Now, 850.com. Schedule a free consultation. I'm going to be honest with you. Don't ask me a whole bunch of questions if you're not seriously considering getting your credit fixed. I mean, period. Because there's plenty of information. I will always give information, classes, free game. I will always be there to answer questions. But when you really are ready and you're done bullshitting with yourself to get your credit fixed, schedule a consultation, ask me whatever questions you need to ask, and fix your credit. And it's not going to take all day. Trust me. It's not going to, I'm saying all day. It's not going to take me all year to fix your credit. This is not a 10-year process. You understand? Like, I've seen a lot of messed up credit in from bankruptcy to child support or whatever, and it doesn't In most cases, it does not take, that long, right? On average, I get deletions within 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. On average, I can clean your credit within 60 to 90 days. Now you have above average and you got below average situations that do occur, right? But on average, yeah. But it doesn't take more than a year. Mm-mm. Unless that account, they're just super duper fighting and we talk about that or whatever. Mm-mm. No, it doesn't take that long. It's not good to choke on live. All right. So, anywho, do something about it. I'm here. You know, I'm very supportive, but it is your fault. And I know you guys don't want to hear it. I said that in the beginning. Do something about getting your credit fixed. There's too many options out here. One of the things that you can do quickly, I was thinking because a customer came on in the middle of the night actually and downloaded some of my free stuff off my website. One of the things that she downloaded was the personal information removal letter. Okay. That removal letter is actually beneficial because what you can do is most of the time your credit report is showing a whole bunch of names, a whole bunch of addresses, and a whole bunch of employers. You don't need all that on your credit report. So if you want to get your feet wet per se, especially if you want to do it yourself, download that form, get your personal information corrected, and go from there. Like once you see the deletions and once you get the letter with the deletions on there and it says deletions, then maybe that might encourage you to move forward and fix your credit. All right. That's just some tips. I will probably do another live because I really gotta zone in on this whole student loan thing. I think you guys are too lax about it. You're not completely concerned about it, and you won't be until October, and that is a concern because October is the beginning of the holiday season. And when everybody sees that their credit is messed up in October, right before the holidays, before the new year, and all that, I know you guys are going to be pissed and frantic. And now is the time to get your credit fixed. Now, if you want your credit fixed and you want to go into the new year with a good credit score, fix your credit now. All right. So again, fixmycreditnow850.com. If you want a free consultation, definitely hit me up. If you want to check me out on social media, you can join my Facebook group. I have 5 Facebook groups. Okay. The one I'm most active on, I'm active on all of them, but the one I'm most active on is on Facebook, is called the Credit and First Time Homebuyers Plug. Especially if you're looking for a real estate agent, there's hundreds of real estate agents across the US that are in the group. So definitely jump on. If you need a mortgage lender, definitely jump on. They're in the group as well. They cover all 50 states. You could check me out obviously on YouTube, Instagram, on the internet. You could Google me, you'll find me. But definitely do something about it. We're here to help you. We're here to get you together, but you gotta want to do better. All right. Other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Again, thanks for joining my podcast, Coast to Coast Credit, and I'll talk to y'all later.